connect with you. You may be wondering why I'm posting all these pictures or videos of different cards, and the reason is because I'm running a tarot course, which is 9 weeks of classes of about an hour and a half long. And if you'd like to enroll, just pop along to my website, www.selenajoyloveit.com. So what I'm doing now is just going through all the different packs of tarot. So once we start the course, you can sort of find out how to connect with them and what, how to read them from beginner to pro. So today I'm looking at the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, so you'll find there's quite a selection of videos on my YouTube channel, just so you can have a little look and see which tarot cards talk to you, so that then we can start learning. So these are really nice ones. They're quite nice and shiny and stiff. The quality is good. They follow sort of the traditional, oh, quite shiny. Quite easy to buy and to find. I don't think they're very expensive, and they're just sort of quite simple cards, I found, you know. So if you have chalice instead of cups, but they were quite easy to read, quite simple cards, not too complicated with too much imagery going on, and I found they're quite simple to read. So I just want to run through them. I don't want to take up too much time, but it's just nice that you can see all the different pictures, just so you can find out whether these are the ones for you. It's nice to be able to connect with them beforehand or see them beforehand, because even if you're in a shop, sometimes you can't pick them up and touch them, depends where you are. But nowadays, as we buy a lot online, at least this way you can have a look at the cards and see if you like them all. You know, sometimes I open a pack because I've seen a couple of pictures, and then when I get the pack I think, oh, it wasn't what I was expecting. So it's nice to be able to sort of be shown a little bit of everything. I've got a lot of oracle cards as well, so I may introduce them as well a little bit later on, though. Let's get the tarots done. Fool, quite different. Ace of Cups. Three of Swords, which is quite a cheery one, you know, because a lot of the time Three of Swords actually looks quite painful, with the piercing heart and the pain and the loss, so that seems a bit more cheerful. Two of Swords, weighing up her options. The Devil, I mean, that's quite a nice, it's not as frightening as some of the other packs. Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hermit, looks a bit like out of the Lord of the Rings, Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, so it just gives you an idea. This is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, and they're quite modern, so they're definitely still in print and easy to order. And again, these are quite inexpensive. I can't remember what I paid, but wasn't a lot. And they're nice to travel with. Again, these have come on my travels, you know, because they're quite small, you know, so they don't really get bent up. Some of my other packs are quite big, and they're quite robust. Again, that's quite a nice death card. You know, usually the imagery of the death card is quite scary. Not scary, it's quite intense. So these are quite nice cards. And the Tower, so they're quite gentle, and they're easy to use. I love that, riding a dolphin. Five of Swords. Actually reminds me of the Dali cards. The Sun. And these are last two. So they're actually quite beautiful cards. And as I say, you know, I've taken them on my travels. The other one I've taken on my travels. Now these are copies of the Rider Waite's cards, but they're tiny ones, and they are actually, so they're quite the originals, but I think they cost about £2 or £3, and I found them on, yeah, I think they were £3, and I found them on Amazon. Obviously you've got to look at the size of your cards. If you're buying online, you must check, because there are some people. I brought, what were they called? Oh, well, I brought a pack of the shadow scopes, and they were a copy of the original, so their quality was awful. And they were tiny. So, you know, these are tiny little cards, but they're great to stick in your handbag. I love traveling with my cards everywhere, so these are really great, little purse size, and they're just the traditional tarots. So yeah, so if you do go away, and if you've got a long journey, I remember when I was learning tarot and I was sort of on the train for the day, you know, or traveling plane and train, I took these out and would sit and just have a little look at them to help me memorize them. So they're great. So yeah, you can always have a look out of them as well. Look out for them, but look how tiny they are. Okay, thank you for listening.